Hello and welcome to the 2021 Chorus America Conference. I'm Brad Altoff, Interim Managing Director at Classical Minnesota Public Radio, and I'm very glad to join you in this virtual space as we celebrate choral music and the beauty and joy it brings to the world. Classical NPR and our choral stream are proud to sponsor this year's conference, and we're glad that we're able to share in this musical experience in celebration of this art form, even as we continue to be separated from each other and our choirs during this pandemic. Thank you for being here to take part in this year's virtual conference. It's my hope that the coming few days will both strengthen us and give us hope, as well as enrich our lives. Again, welcome, and I look forward to the day when we can all once again meet together in person. Thank you.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Brian Newhouse. I want to say a special hello from the Twin Cities as we get underway with this virtual performance, highlights from the Twin Cities area as part of Chorus America's Winter Conference. A bit about myself, I'm the board chair of Chorus America, and for several years I ran the classical music department at Minnesota Public Radio, and we're proud to sponsor this particular conference with Chorus America as part of our partnership in celebrating choral music. So what is this concert? These organizations you're about to see and hear applied to perform at what would have been Chorus America's in-person June 2021 conference here in the Twin Cities. Unfortunately, the process was put on hold like all of our in-person gatherings. So we're glad to be able to feature many of these choirs today in this concert. When we have a concert, Chorus America likes to get to know a community and see its so-called musical heart, see what's important and learn about who is there. We've been working with the ensembles that you'll see here for over 2 years, and we hope this concert conveys a sense of what makes the Twin Cities choral community so vibrant and so special. We'd like to make special mention of the Twin Cities Community Gospel Choir. Just before the pandemic began, the choir had a change in their leadership, and they didn't have a chance to record anything before we all stopped meeting in person. They're a very special part of the Twin Cities choral community, and while we won't see a video of their work today, we want to honor that they were part of our process. We're going to kick it off with an excerpt of Handel's Messiah from Border Crossing and the Minnesota Orchestra, conducted by Ahmed Anzaldua. This is a virtual ensemble video created for Border Crossing's annual bilingual production of El Mesías, which you can still view online. Border Crossing's mission is to integrate historically segregated audiences and musicians through the performance of choral music. Border Crossing includes a professional ensemble, a chamber ensemble that has a focus on educational programming, and a newly formed volunteer community chorus. The singers in this video are part of the professional ensemble. So let's take a listen to this recipient of the 2020 Chorus America ASCAP Award for Adventurous Programming. Border Crossing performing For Unto Us a Child is Born.
Boy, child is born. Porque nel fantasio mio, unto us a child is born. Send now, in evil now, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder.
Border Crossing, conducted from the harpsichord by Ahmed Azaldua, in the bilingual version of For Unto Us a Child is Born from Handel's Messiah. Next, two ensembles from the Twin Cities. We will hear the Singers, Minnesota choral artists. They are a 40-voice professional choir based here in Minneapolis, St. Paul. They're in their 17th season. And since their founding, they have performed 90 newly commissioned pieces. And you're going to hear the performance of Kyle Peterson's Can We Sing the Darkness to Light with this incredibly talented composer who writes his own words in many of his pieces. And this was performed in October of 2019. This text really challenges us to consider alternatives to violence and to judgment in a beautiful, beautiful piece. First, though, we're going to hear Cantus. This piece is called If My People by Brandon Waddles. It was recorded in November 2020. And following a couple weeks of quarantine, testing, and strict safety protocols from the members of Cantus. They're one of the nation's few full-time vocal ensembles, now in their 26th year. They work without a conductor, with each member of Cantus rehearsing and performing as a chamber musician and contributing to the entirety of the artistic process. You can find this performance along with an interview with Dr. Waddles on Cantus's website and Facebook page as part of the ensemble's Championing Black Voices initiative. If My People by Brandon Waddles.
If my people who are called by my name would humble themselves and pray and seek my face, if my people
The Singers, Minnesota choral artists, conducted by their founder, Matthew Culleton. Beautiful piece by Kyle Peterson, who's also based here in the Twin Cities. Can we sing the darkness to light? Giving Voice is a community choir that focuses on the participation and the well-being and the joy of singers with Alzheimer's and their care partners. Since it was founded in 2014, Giving Voice has helped equip more than 40 choruses worldwide to share that mission. It's an amazing initiative that started here in the Twin Cities. The chorus was recognized in 2019 with the ASCAP Chorus America Alice Parker Award for these efforts. The COVID-19 pandemic has created enormous challenges of isolation for everyone, but especially for older adults. Those with Alzheimer's have been particularly hard hit, as isolation has been shown to hasten the path of the disease. Giving Voice and MacPhail Center for Music responded quickly by shifting online. You'll hear I Will Sing. It was released in August 2020. It was the choir's first virtual performance. And the words of this song encapsulate the determination and the creativity of these singers to push beyond their limitations.
Listen
Very moving performance of I Will Sing, done for us by Giving Voice. We're next going to bring together three Twin Cities and extending the Twin Cities area out to closer to central Minnesota choirs. In this group of three, we'll hear Magnum Chorum. It's a group of 60 auditioned volunteer singers. They were founded 30 years ago in the spirit of St. Olaf College, wonderful school here in Minnesota, especially famed for its, and justly famed for its choir program. Magnum Chorum is the choir in residence at Westwood Lutheran Church in suburban Minneapolis and St. Louis Park. They champion young composers through their Composer in Residence program, and the choir performed Ancient Prairie by Erich Essenwalds in November 2019. They had the opportunity to meet with the composer virtually last summer, and they look forward to working with him again on a new commission. We'll also leave the Twin Cities and head north about an hour or so to hear the Great River Chorale. Piece by John Rutter called The Lord Bless You and Keep You, produced in December 2020 as part of the chorale's virtual holiday concert. Great River is a 50-voice, all-volunteer adult community choir based in St. Cloud. It'll celebrate its 20th anniversary next season. Members range in age from 23 to 81, and they live across central Minnesota in as many as 17 different communities. This three-part set, though, begins with Caritas Vocal Ensemble. They're a group of dedicated singers on a mission. They were established as one person's response to 9/11 in an effort to promote the power of music to bring people together in healing and sharing. The ensemble presents concerts to raise money for human service organizations. And now, almost 20 years later, as we experience the tremendous tragedy of lost lives from COVID, Caritas continues their dedication to love in action through singing. You'll hear great arrangement done by Craig Hallett Johnson, mashing up two pieces, I Love You and What a Wonderful World. This is performed live in April 2019. So this set of three begins with the Caritas Vocal Ensemble.
I love you.
John Rutter's The Lord Bless You and Keep You, sung for us by the Great River Chorale from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Next, the Minnesota Chorale, who with the Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra co-commissioned a magnificent piece from composer Jocelyn Hagan called The Notebooks of Leonardo da Vinci. The performance you're going to see was recorded in 2019 in the suburb of Twin Cities called Mahtomedi, Minnesota. The chorale is the principal chorus of the Minnesota Orchestra. They were founded in 1972. And fun fact, the conductor that you're going to see leading the performance here is Bill Schrickle. He's a member of the double bass section of the orchestra. The chorale is actually an umbrella organization, and it now includes a youth choir and a choir for mature voices. And Jocelyn Hagan, the composer of this multi-movement work, is a performer in her own right and an entrepreneur. She's the president of Graphite Publishing. So this section of the Notebooks of Leonardo da Vinci, composer Jocelyn Hagan, sung for us by the Minnesota Chorale with the Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra. That was the Minnesota Chorale and the Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra, led by Bill Schrickle, in a powerful movement from the Notebooks of Leonardo da Vinci from composer Jocelyn Hagan. Well, we're about at the halfway point of this concert, and feels like a good time to stand up, take a breath, roll your shoulders around, stretch up a little bit, and then sit down for some more great singing from Minnesota. We're so proud to present on this concert. Next is Singers in Accord. You're going to hear a piece called Let Us Not Become Weary by Benjamin Cornelis. This video was released just a few months ago in November of 2020. Singers in Accord is an artistically collaborative ensemble. So that means there's no permanent artistic director. The singer-led choir invites a different conductor to head up each project. So that creates a distinct concert experience for the singers and the audience. And they're in their 12th season right now. This piece, Let Us Not Become Weary, was produced as part of the choir's community outreach to send a message of love, hope, and resilience. And boy, do we need that now more than ever. We're going to start this with Angelica Cantanti Youth Choirs. This is a tenor bass ensemble we'll hear. The singers are all between in grades 9 through 12. And they just started singing together this 2019 and 20 season. So a brand new ensemble here in the Twin Cities. They serve singers actually as kind of an umbrella organization like the chorale, beginning as young as kindergarten and going through the 12th grade. And they've got 360 members across 10 ensembles, and there are over 100 schools involved in the program. This composition is called Men, and that has text that came from the singers themselves. And they were asked to complete the prompt, I know that I am greater than. Some of the phrases you might hear are, I know that I am greater than how others may see me, or the things in life I cannot change. One I particularly love, I am greater than the limitations I place on myself. Here's Angelica Cantanti.
I know that I am greater than my precious
become weary. We're in doing good. For at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us give love to all people. Let us not become weary. We're doing good. For at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Therefore, as we have opportunity, therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people. And what does the Lord require of you but to do justice and to love kindness and to walk humbly with your God? And what does the Lord require of you but to do justice and to love kindness and to walk humbly with your God? Let us not become weary. Let us do good to all people. Let us give love to do justice. Let us give love to love kindness. Let us give love. Let us give love to all people. Walk humbly with your God.
That was Singers in Accord, Benjamin Cornelis, the composer, and the piece called Let Us Not Become Weary. Amen to that. Next is a really interesting project put together by two ensembles. I'll start describing one of them. It's called Impulse. It's a project-based ensemble in Minneapolis. The ensemble reimagines the traditional choir through creative collaborations, narrative-style programming, and engaging audiences in the most diverse and unusual spaces they can find. Their partner on this project, Communication, is a community music program dedicated to empowering urban youth with skills for success through music, service, and community. And Sounds in Motion was the culminating project for Danny Clay's 2019 McKnight Composer in Residence with Impulse and Communication for both ensembles at the same time. Danny facilitated a collaborative musical dialogue between the professional vocalists and the youth community chorus program. Both groups used graphic notation to invent their own sonic language, and they composed a series of pieces for the other ensemble to perform. And you'll see the result on our screen. These excerpts were premiered in December 2020, and the full performance with interviews can be found on the Communication Facebook page.
It was like such a good experience with sounds.
The whole process felt really collaborative, and like we were working together on both creating, writing music, and then performing and singing each other's music.
I was kind of like, all of this is going to be a little weird with all these adults. Like, if you mess up, nobody cares. It wasn't that bad, and people helped me. Everybody's so supportive.
And it was really fun.
It's so nice to do anything collaborative, anything community-based right now. And the fact that it's music is a bonus.
Come and join me. It's art. Jeez.
La 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 sh la 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 sh la 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 sh la
Sounds in Motion, fascinating collaboration between communication and impulse, both ensembles based here in Minneapolis and St. Paul. The National Lutheran Choir next. Breathe on Me, Breath of God. This is actually a 19th century hymn text that the National Lutheran Choir Artistic Director David Sherwood couldn't shake from his head in the summer of 2020. And of course, the pandemic was persisting at that time. The struggle for social justice surged in the wake of George Floyd's death here in Minneapolis and St. Paul. And then as unprecedented wildfires and smoke smothered the western part of the United States. So in response, the National Lutheran Choir commissioned the artist in residence Paul Radoy to compose a new setting of the hymn text written by Edwin Hatch. This haunting reimagining of the Breathe on Me theme invites listeners to experience hope floating over the top of anguish, heard in the labored breaths of the choir. The world premiere took place in November 2020. This is Breathe on Me, Breath of God, the National Lutheran Choir.
Breathe on me, breath of God. Fill me
The National Lutheran Choir singing Breathe on Me, Breath of God. Vocal Essence is now in its 52nd season, and they use singing together and have since their founding as a catalyst to nurture self-expression, to bridge cultures, and to combat loneliness. You'll see members of the 32-voice professional ensemble singers, followed by Singers of This Age, a group of 40 young people from Twin Cities high schools who sing, they dance, they write their own music, they rap, and just joyously, they reflect the diversity of our community in their membership. So Singers of This Age recorded Unity in November 2020, and the ensemble singers will share Jocelyn Hagen's Needle and Thread, recorded in September last fall.
You brought the needle and I brought the thread. You brought the needle and I brought the thread. Your needle and I brought the thread. You brought the needle and I brought the thread. You brought the needle and I brought the thread. You brought the needle and I brought the thread. You brought the needle. You brought the needle. I brought the thread. I brought the thread. We went to mend our two broken hearts. We went to mend our two broken hearts. We ended up stitching them together. Stitching them together. You brought we meant to mend our two broken hearts. We meant to mend our two broken hearts. We meant to mend our broken hearts. You brought the needle and I brought the thread. You brought the needle and I brought the thread. You brought the needle and I brought the thread. You brought the needle and I brought the thread. You brought the needle and I brought the thread. The needle, I brought the thread. The needle.
pleasant it is for people to dwell together in unity.
They're called Singers of This Age, and the piece was Unity. They filmed it last November. And we're getting very near the end of our concert of wonderful choirs from the Twin Cities area. And we'll close next with One Voice Mixed Chorus. Speak Out, which we'll hear, was commissioned in 2018 as part of a national 8-movement work, an oratorio honoring the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall LGBTQ uprising. After the murder of George Floyd here in the Twin Cities, One Voice filmed and recorded this video as a call to action. A bit about One Voice Mixed Chorus. They're Minnesota's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and straight allies choir. They were founded in 1988 and then now have 125 singing members, range in age from 15 to 83.
We can stand, we can stand, we can sing, we can sing, yes, we can march, 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 we can march, 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 we can march, 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 yes, we can shout, and we can shout. Never again, we're not going back, one step forward, we're not going back. Never again, we're not going back. Speak out and be heard. Speak out and be heard. Speak out and be heard. Start at home, change what you can. Never again be silent. Start at home, change what you can. Never again alone. Start at home, change what you can. Never again in darkness. Start at home, change what you can. Speak out and be heard. Start at home, change what you can. Never again be silent. Start at home, change what you can. Never again alone. Start at home, change what you can. Never again in darkness. Start at home, change what you can. Speak out and be heard.
I am no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I am changing the things I cannot accept. Angela Davis.
If we laugh and sing a little as we fight the good fight of freedom, it makes it all go easier. Sojourner Truth.
Speak out and be heard.
We need in every community a group of angelic troublemakers. Bayard Rustin.
Every moment is an organizing opportunity. Every person, a potential activist. Every minute, a chance to change the world. Dolores Huerta.
Speak out and be heard. Never again, we're not going back. One step forward, we're not going back. Never again, we're not going back. Speak out and be heard. Speak out and be heard. your truth.
Know our history,
Trust our youth.
honor elders.
Share food, demand respect, soon and soon.
Show kindness.
Love your neighbor, run for office.
Write a letter.
Pray much, sing loud, speak out and be heard. Hold hands, speak your truth, know our history, trust our youth. Honor elders, share food, demand respect, soon and soon. Listen more, time to learn, kiss and gather, share. Say much, sing loud, speak out and be heard. Hold hands, speak your truth, know our history, trust our youth. Honor elders, share food, demand respect, soon and soon. Strive for the changing and never ends. Say forward, sing on, speak out and be heard. 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 Speak out and be heard.
Speak Out, done for us by One Voice Mixed Chorus, Minnesota's lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender and straight allies chorus. And that's the end of the music, a sampler of choirs from the Twin Cities area. We've been proud to share some of the riches that we enjoy in this part of the country in our choral landscape. I want to thank all the choirs who you heard tonight. As you can imagine, when we started this process a couple years ago, we had a much different format in mind. We were going to all be gathered together in person, and they've stuck with us as we had to reimagine again and again how we might be able to bring these choirs to you tonight. So we're very, very grateful for all of them. So this has been highlights from the Twin Cities area as part of the Chorus America Winter Conference. We've got a big day scheduled for you tomorrow. Come on back. It starts at noon Eastern with the plenary. Good night from Minnesota.